Survive Economic Collapse presents Gardening and What You Need to Know Right Now. So, why should you even listen to me and then do your own homework? Hi, I'm one of the ladies from Survive Economic Collapse, and well, I'm actually by training a landscape architect. But that really isn't the answer to your question. The U.S. is so varied, and what I'm going to give you are four general rules, some ideas even if you don't have a yard, and the difference really between long-term seeds and yearly seeds, and what that real difference is. So come on and let's take a little bit of tour about gardening and what you need to know today. The first rule is that you need to only buy heirloom seeds. They also need to be non-GMO seeds, non-genetically modified seeds. Why not buy hybrids? Well, hybrid seeds do not reproduce seeds at all or well, and the results are highly varied what you'd get the next year. If we really do go into a time of great stress in the United States, economic collapse, another major national disaster, and you need to harvest your seeds from your existing plants to plant the next year, hybrid seeds do not work. So that is why it is important and we're spending the extra money on heirloom seeds. If you're not sure if they are, there are wonderful garden centers, even the major big boxes. They're extremely knowledgeable and they'd be happy to point you in the right direction. The second rule is that the seeds you buy in those major stores we were just talking about, they're good for 1 year. If you look at the packaging, they specifically say they are good through blah blah. It's usually maximum 1 year. You can buy them, use them this year, harvest the seeds, use them next year, but as the years go on, the more seeds you have saved in that traditional packaging, they don't do as well and their yields drop dramatically. So, something to really keep in mind, going out and buying hundreds of seeds at one of the big box stores is definitely not the answer to your problem. The third rule is that you need to start practicing now, even if it's at a really small scale. You need to know what kind of equipment would you need, what type of plants work best for you, what will your family eat. If we do go into, and I truly do believe we are going into some very, very difficult times here in the United States, I pray for the best, but I'm being prepared for the worst. That you need to know how to do this. It is not as easy as throwing out some seeds in your yard and you'll have a garden growing. It does not happen that way. You need to know what your soil is like. You need to know what the bug and disease issues are like in your area. They are specific to different regions of the country, even sub-regions of the country. So everybody has them. Learn what they are now. And that kind of brings us to our fourth rule that I wanted to talk today. Buy at least one really that you own very specific book on vegetable and fruit gardening specific to your region and your area with pictures. There is nothing like having a picture and going, oh yes, that is this type of bug. I can get rid of it with X, Y, and Z compared to trying to just read black and white about it. It's worth investing 20, 30, even $40 depending on your region in the country on a book that's very, very specific. Now, what if you don't have a yard at all? Or if it's really small? This is something I hear all the time. Maybe you at least have access to a sunlight, a small balcony. Container gardening is great. You can pick up a ton of different great information in your local library. Even I really recommend buying one to have on hand. When the library's not open or it's too expensive to get to, nothing like having something actually in your own hands. And this picture is actually from my own garden here. Was testing out some things. Buckets work too. I mean, this is a $1.50 bucket with holes drilled in the bottom of it. Some dirt and some seeds. This is actually a bean plant. I started from seed. Growing absolutely great. It's done fabulous. I was just harvesting off of it the other day. So buckets completely work. Don't rule them out. Other small, nice containers, if you want to be something more elegant, go for it. Now, what if you really say but I don't have a yard and I really don't have any sunlight. Well, that's when I would love you to consider sprouting. It needs no light. It needs very, very little space. That says light, but should have been little space. Oops. And I have a whole video coming in the next couple of weeks just about sprouting specifically, so stay tuned in. Now, the last thing I really wanted to talk about, and something that a lot of people are a little bit confused about. So, long-term seeds versus what you see in the stores today. Long-term storage seeds, it's something I really hope we never need, but hey, I'm a realist and I'm planning for it. So, what you need to look for are foil or mylar seed packets, not those plastic or paper containers. You can force, to store them, go ahead and stick your foiled seeds in the plastic containers. Great way to do it. They need to be non-hybrid. They need to be non-genetically modified, no GMO. And there are a ton of different companies out there. I've listed below this video on our website, Survive Economic Collapse, a couple of resources that I've actually tested out that I think are a good value. They are a lot more expensive. Mylar ones will keep anywhere from 10 to 25 years, the seeds, and freezing those in your deep freeze, the foil package of seeds will keep it even much longer beyond that. So definitely something you want to do, definitely something you want to have on hand, but know that they are more expensive because of the way they have to create the sealing and the packaging for them. So with all that said, you can visit us at surviveeconomiccollapse.com for a list of resources I was mentioning during this video.